is a freaking coward, bro. This guy is a freaking coward. This guy, since Man United have been in the mud, as they should be anyway. This guy has been, this guy's been like Odegaard against in the Aston Villa game. No shoulder guard, man. No shoulder guard.
Yeah, that's funny. I was seriously thinking like maybe he knows something we don't, because he's been quiet before like the whole news of Amorim broke. So I thought maybe Saj had some inside information. Maybe he got tapped up by Jim the Rat Ratcliffe. You never know.
Well, this is the thing, man. Like with Man United situation, it's crazy because from obviously we're Arsenal fans, so as a neutral perspective, I thought. Sorry, I just gotta mute my laptop. One sec. But I thought like Amorim's doing all right. Like considering he's like the players need to gel. Cunha's doing good and Bremo's doing good. And I thought, maybe, like, they might turn it around. They'll probably give him to the end of the season, kind of see where they are. Like, I said I actually famously predicted Man United to win the FA Cup. So yeah, I don't know. They got rid of him. I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. It's one of those ones where it's like, manager getting sacked. It's like, unless it's really, really obvious, it's like, whoa. And then obviously the news came out, it broke on Sky Sports this morning, and I was just like, well, I'm a bit upset because I was Amorim in. Obviously,
I think everyone's Amorim in. If you're not,
really. I mean, what else? I don't know what else to say other than seeing Sergeant Payne is one of the greatest New Year's gifts I can get. I suppose it's been a good New Year's for me so far. 2026 has been strong for me, but to see Sarge absolutely duck and cover me. He's been ducking, hiding, no shoulder guard. Like it's beautiful. It's absolute scenes on toast, mate. And let me just say this before I hand back over to you. Yeah? Man United I think they play City. I think City's then one of their next 5 games. I know for a fact, they're going to bounce back against City and get a draw or win. Calling it now.
I can see that. I can see something weird happening. Like they can do something.
I can't hear you, bro. You're muted.
Am I muted?
What's going on? I can't hear you.
Can't hear me?
No. Oh, wait. I know why. Because my volume's off. That's why. That's why. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, and I was going to say, like, I think I could see Man United doing something against a big team and then just falling away completely against a small team. You think they've turned the corner, they'll do something crazy. Like, they'll lose to, like, 10-man Everton, or they'll, you know what I mean? They'll get knocked out by Grimsby or something in the Cup. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Premier League this season's been so volatile. Like,
it's been nuts, bro.
You know, like so many teams have.
Oh no!
Basically, yeah. Well, someone's saying, "What happened? We've got."
I think your mic froze for a second.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. What's up, Bruce? Anyway, how you doing, mate? How you doing? Welcome to the chat, man. How you say? I've not seen you before, so welcome. We're going to be speaking about Arsenal, Man United. Obviously, their manager got sacked. Aston Villa's dark horses, and Man City's wobbling. That board fraud, Pep Guardiola's wobbling, I think. Anyway, but go on.
Yeah. Now I was going to say, like, I think the whole Man United thing is crazy. Do you see the way he was, Rúben Amorim was talking, like, the press conference?
Yeah.
Like, he completely lost it. Sometimes I feel like, are these things sort of calculated the way, like, you know, you go to press conferences and basically, do you think he wanted to get sacked? Like, he was like, fuck it, you know? They're not backing me. I'm just going to go on a rant and just drag them out and be like, yeah, doesn't he know his job title when they hired him? Like, they said, you're the head coach. Now he's telling.
I think he knew he was going to get fired, so he just crashed out. I think he was like, "Listen, if you're going to fire me anyway, you're going to have to. Number one, I'm going to."
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, probably Mourinho.
Yeah, I know he has that third season thing where things just all fall apart, and I think the thing with him when he fell out with Pogba, I think that was the real like where it became kind of toxic. He kind of had to go.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think Mourinho overall, like, he was the closest one that I think took them back to some kind of like, you know, respectable place. Like, they were second place. I know they were way off like City, but you know, City were buying a whole back line. I feel for Mourinho when he said all he wanted was like a defender, and they said no, basically you know what I mean? So you have to, in order for you to compete with like the likes of Guardiola, you need investment as well.
Oh, definitely.
So City was getting like crazy Arab money from UAE and like spending it like mad. So they needed that backing to like stand a chance. It wasn't really a fair comparison between him and Pep.
Yeah, and I think it's funny actually because Mourinho famously went on to say that his biggest achievement in football, I'm pretty sure he said, was finishing second with Man United and getting and winning the Europa League with them or something like that. Which I think, which obviously is exaggerating. Because obviously he won the Champions League with Porto for crying out loud, and he got the 15 conceded goals with Chelsea. So I think Mourinho is probably my first pick. I'd probably say my second pick would probably this is going to probably surprise a lot of Man United fans, but it's probably going to have to be Erik ten Hag, because if you just really look at it from like from a metric, maybe not from a metric standpoint in terms of the Premier League, but he won 2 trophies, mate. He won 2 trophies.
Yeah, it's weird.
And I'm pretty sure he beat City in the final as well for the FA Cup, right?
Yeah. No, I mean he won cups, and that's what's weird with football. Like this is what kills me when people say like win a cup, and you know what I mean, like who cares about finishing top 4 or second, whatever? Because I think like if he was finishing second and he wasn't winning stuff, I think he might still be there. That's the weird thing, because it's about showing progress and getting close. Like getting in the Champions League, you get the money, you get the players, you track the players. If you win the Carling Cup, no player's like, oh yeah, I'm going to come to the Carling Cup winners. So you get the Champions League footballs, you get a certain amount of players, you generate a certain amount of money, and also it shows like you can build towards like winning the Premier League if you're in that top 4 position. So people need to think of like the long-term aim. Of course, we all want to win trophies. We all want to win the Premier League. Me as an Arsenal fan, like it's frustrating because we're second place all the time. You know what I mean? People still making a piss out of us because we're second place. Yeah, it's respectable, but it's not a title. So
nobody
you want to
place,
get that. Yeah, exactly. But again, I think with Man United, like I find Man United fascinating. Apart from outside my club as Arsenal, I always look at Man United because we had Wenger for so many years, and obviously post Wenger, we've kind of we went from Emery, went through Arteta now. Man United just looks like a complete mess from like an Arsenal fan's perspective, because they obviously they partnered with Ferguson. I remember when they had Moyes, I thought, oh, this is they'll just keep winning forever, whoever's at the helm. But then you realise what a great job Ferguson did.
Oh, mate. Bro, you see the team he won his last title with? That team was shit, bro. That team was awful. Like Cleverley, Welbeck, an aged out Rooney, like Fletcher, like it was a Raphael, Chicharito, like it was only playing that team that was like still solid was David De Gea, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I think, the weird thing as well with like Man United, it's just their board makes our board kind of look almost decent, because they've just made a complete hash out of it, and I don't know what it is, because they've brought big names to the club. It hasn't happened. They've brought managers to the club, sometimes big names, Louis van Gaal, Mourinho. It hasn't happened for whatever reason. It just seems like they just don't really stick to a plan. That's the thing with them. So like they decide to back Ten Hag, the wrong decision. They just they stick with him. Not quite sure like what they're doing. Then they get rid of him. They replaced him with Amorim. What was your thoughts, by the way, when they first replaced like Ten Hag with like Amorim? Did you think, oh, this is going to be different? I looked at it, I was like,
I thought it was like, if they back him, I thought Man United might do bits, and I was like, look, they're going to get Gyökeres, because obviously he was the manager of Sport, and I was like, they're going to get Gyökeres, they're going to build around Gyökeres. They'll probably get like a couple of good midfielders. The defense is so-so, but Doctor said they both sucked during dead. I think he means like both Ten Hag and Amorim sucked, I guess. Is that what you mean, mate? I'm not sure. I'm not following.
But I think like Amorim's definitely made Ten Hag look actually good. Yeah. I remember when what's weird is like the media, they always build people up to like let them fall and stuff. Like with Amorim, I remember like the narrative was so quickly, oh, Amorim's restored like greatness back to Man United. Oh, the training sessions, people saying the training sessions are better now. Like what they're saying now.
Can't compare the King
to King Ferguson.
Yeah, I mean that's fact.
That's facts, yeah.
In my opinion, Ferguson's the greatest manager of all time. I don't even see how people even say that Pep is close to Ferguson. In my opinion, he's not close to Ferguson. And I'll tell you why Pep isn't close to Ferguson, because now that Pep's had to rebuild a team, he went the first season he's had to rebuild his team. He's gone trophyless. And I'm telling you right now, let me look at the camera and say this. Pep, you fucking bald fraud. You're going for trophyless again because we're winning the fucking title. We're winning the title. We are winning the title, mate. We are winning the title. It's going to be London is going to be red this year. I'm telling you that for free, mate. But anyway, back to our regular programming. I just think none of the Man United's managers are going to really even ever going to come close to Ferguson. In my opinion, I don't think it's going to really be hard to even come close to Wenger. And a lot of people say Wenger underachieved. Wenger didn't do a lot, but you got to remember he was always selling his best players to pay off the stadium and always getting us in the Champions League, man. Like, I was looking at a squad the other day, that got into the Champions League quarterfinals, and it was like Carl Jenkinson, Sebastian Scalacci, Arshavin, Shamak, Oxlade-Chamberlain, El Nene, and I'm just like, bro, these are some bozos. Chamberlain was decent, but let's be honest, most of that squad was, I think even Emmanuel Frimpong was in that team, for crying out loud. And listen, I love Frimpong, but he wasn't levels, unfortunately. But yeah, so I always say that Wenger doesn't get the credit he deserves, because if for example, if we had it's in another timeline, Usmanov took over instead of the Kroenkes and splashed the cash, or we got Abramovich instead of the Kroenkes, bro. Yeah, we'd have like 2 Champions Leagues, like another 6-7 titles, another 3-4 FA Cups, and another couple of League Cups as well. And I wholeheartedly believe that.
Yeah, I agree. And I think back then I didn't understand the whole thing about, like the board and in terms of spending and that sort of thing. If you want to win titles, then you have to spend, you have to compete in the transfer market, you have to be aggressive, and you have to get the best players. Arsenal will never do that really under Wenger, especially in the latter years.
No.
Like the model we had before, where we were going to like the French market, everyone copied that. Everyone's doing that. All of a sudden, the French players go to Chelsea, Man United, Real Madrid, everywhere, So, like, you had to, at that point, everyone kind of copied what Arsenal were doing, maybe doing it even better. And then, we weren't spending the same amount of money, so they were going to go to where the money was at and win titles. So you couldn't blame the likes of Nasri, Adebayor, whoever, for jumping ship and going to City and all that and winning titles. It was in their best interest, so you can't hate on that. I mean, yeah, like we had no God-given right to win like titles towards the latter end with Wenger at that point, because we weren't spending the same money of City, Chelsea. I remember when Arshavin was like our record signing, it was like 16 million, and Chelsea splashed on, obviously Fernando Torres or whatever, and it was a flop for them, but they were still spending that money.
Provided everybody, Blade, big up to you, Blade, shout out to you. Providing everyone's fit, to be honest, for me, it's still Gyökeres. It's still Gyökeres, because one thing a lot of people aren't saying is like, Gyökeres looks like this, Gyökeres looks like that. He's not scoring. But one thing I've noticed about Gyökeres, that a lot of people aren't noticing, and shout out to what's his name? I've actually met this guy in real life. Actually, I met him in 22-23 season. James from the Gooniverse. Yeah, shout out to James. I actually watched his analysis of Gyökeres today, and I completely agree with it, because 2 things. I'm going to say this is something that I noticed and something that he said. So the first thing I noticed, is we don't really concede when Gyökeres is on the pitch. I've noticed that whenever he gets subbed off, we concede like instantly, because he helps Odegaard with the press a lot. So Odegaard will lead the press, but Gyökeres will occupy both centre-backs because of his physical presence. And he's actually quite quick as well. So he helps a lot with like the man-to-man pressing and a ball retention. And James kind of just went into like Gyökeres like dragging defenders, making space for the forwards, like especially like Saka and Timber and stuff like that, because he obviously drags defenders away for the inside forwards / wingers. And I think it's really important to understand what Gyökeres does not off the ball, but also what his presence does in terms of the threat the opposition have to think about. Because, for example, if we're playing Liverpool on Thursday, Van Dijk will be more cautious of a Gyökeres and instead of a Havertz in terms of his physicality. And in terms of then getting off like snapshots, because the shooting is obviously way better than Havertz's. So I think but then obviously Havertz does offer something different, where he can like drop into midfield, he can kind of like spin. get bring in the wingers in a different type of way. But I actually prefer the way that Gyökeres brings in the other players. And when he does, and when he is, if he is on the edge of the box and he's got a bit of space, who do you want to be there? Gyökeres or Havertz? You know what I'm saying? And obviously Jesus is obviously a good option as well. But I think at this point, because of Jesus's inconsistency with fitness, I think he needs to be an auxiliary rotational forward at this point. And also sometimes, in my opinion, I think in terms of who I want to see from first to fourth, Gyökeres, Marino, Jesus, and Havertz, in my opinion. And what about you, bro?
Yeah, I'm the same. I think it's between Gyökeres and Marino. Jesus is good, but he's just too inconsistent with fitness, like you're saying. I think the thing is if Jesus kept fit, you'd say Jesus, because with the system we have, we're just used to playing towards like with Jesus. We're not used to doing all those aerial balls and type of delivery that Gyökeres likes. So we haven't played with a striker in the Gyökeres mold for like forever. I think the closest what we had was like Giroud, and that's years ago. So like we've had players like Aubameyang that were just complete phenomenal, like could just score goals, like literally change game. So like different type of player, different type of striker. Obviously, you get different. He's older now, but he's still doing it. Aubameyang, but like So I would say basically So it is basically. I do think Gyökeres is our best option right now, and it's nice to have an out-and-out proper striker we can try to cry out for. I do feel for him a bit because people are expecting him to just deliver and stuff like that. But I think he's the type of player who wants that delivery. He wants people to kind of give him that ball on the plate. None of this fancy shit. Just get him that delivery, get him that quick ball, and he will put it in the back of the net. Like the penalty, he'll score your penalty. He's cool as ice when it comes to
taking it so good, man.
He's not like getting as much chances as he should be getting, and I think when he gets the chances, he will convert them. I think he's got that confidence. He's got that, I think, self-belief. He can go maybe not be in the game, and if he gets a chance, I think he'll put it in the back of the net. He's a good finisher, I reckon. Yeah.
Agree with the striker selection. Gyökeres' off-the-ball influence. Thoughts on Eze not getting any minutes in recent games? Are we saving for the Champs League, or is he not on compared to the others? That's a really good question. I think with Eze, I think it's a couple of things. I think he's going to play more in the Champions League. I think Arteta really wants to manage the squad this year because of last year and us falling short in the Champions League, especially like to PSG and stuff like that, and not having options and quality off the bench. Like if you look at our bench last year, like the end of last year versus now, I was looking at the bench, like on Bournemouth, I was like, damn, Jesus can come on, Madueke, Saka can come on, Eze can come on, Havertz wasn't even in the squad, Wanyeri wasn't even in the squad. So we've got really good options. I still think we need a quality left winger, but I also think Arteta definitely favours the captain. Obviously, Odegaard being the captain, he's scared to drop his captain because I think he doesn't know how that would like psychologically affect the rest of the players. And I feel like this part of the season, being top of the league, top of the Champions League, semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, I don't think he wants to ruffle feathers. And you know what? When I take off my angry Arsenal goggles, I actually do agree with Arteta keeping Odegaard in the team, because especially now he's got 2 assists and he's doubled his assist tally in one game for the season. Odegaard's actually getting closer to the striker, and I think it's just a matter of time before Odegaard starts playing, before he stops being Martin No Odegaard and starts being Martin Asgard. And Gyökeres starts getting a proper chances, and once he gets chances, you're going to see he's going to bang. But what do you think, Kurdish?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think rotating the team, like having. I don't think you should have Eze and Odegaard unless you're playing at home against one of the weaker teams. And I think
definitely.
I think we saw against Aston Villa, like when we're playing at Villa, like it doesn't work. You put Eze out on the wing. I'd rather even put, like I said, Martinelli even out there because he's used to playing there more than Eze. I'd rather see Eze playing like Odegaard's kind of position. If you play one or the other, in my opinion, and I think Odegaard's like obviously probably a big presence, big personality. He's a captain, so considered obviously one of the leaders of the team. Is obviously an understatement, but you want to have all your players feeling like they involved. You want to make the use of the squad and rotate the squad. So if you keep Eze fresh on the bench, you can put on the Champions League, because I think he can have a really good impact Eze in the Champions League. Same with Madueke. I think definitely start these players because I think they're too good just to keep coming off the bench only, but put them maybe in the Champions League, keep them happy. Because I've seen Madueke this season, I've been really impressed. He got, I think, a bit of unfair stick, I think, from a lot of Arsenal fans saying, here we go, another Chelsea reject. But he was never a Chelsea reject. He was in the first team with Chelsea. He's a good athlete. I like him as well. He's got a good personality. He looks quite tenacious. So I definitely, I don't know, like who you reckon would you start right now between him and Saka? Would you still go with Saka?
That's a good question. I think I'd probably start Madueke, you know. I think he's been hard done by I think it's just been hard done by the fact that he's behind Bukayo Saka, that he's behind a star boy. And I think his performance against Bournemouth was the reason why we kind of got back into the game. He didn't get the assist, but his chaos and his dribbling is the reason why Gabriel got the chance. You see what I'm saying? So I think he offers something different to Saka. I think I've said it before in other live streams, I've said, Saka is an elite player in terms of consistency and in terms of like being effective. Like he's a very effective player. Oi.
Yeah. Welcome, chat, man.
Welcome. I'll let you say something. What are you saying?
I'm chilling, brother. You guys are right.
Yeah, man. We was literally just talking about well, Kurdish just asked me right now, who would you start, Madueke or Saka? And I said I'd actually start Madueke because I feel like he was in really good form, getting the 2 goals in the Slavia Prague game in the Champions League. And I also feel like I want to really manage Saka's minutes this season because he just tore his grade 3 in his hamstring. And I think it's important that we really manage Saka's minutes. And I also think Saka's, for his standards, I think he's underperforming a little bit. And I feel like I've said before, I can see a little bit of desperation in his game because he wants to get the GA, he wants to get the goals, he wants to get the assists, and he wants to be on the score sheet, and he wants to be the star man, which he should, because as you want your world-class players to be greedy, really. You know?
Yeah, I think for me, I think Arteta needs to start being more confident in just playing the person who's actually in form. Like you said, if Madueke is playing well, then you have to play him. Like he definitely made a bigger difference than Saka did in that game.
Definitely,
like, hands down.
Definitely. Do you want to talk about? We'll move on to the next topic. Arsenal go 6 points clear. Obviously, City drop points against. It's kind of these two kind of linked against each other, but City obviously dropped points against Chelsea the other day. Enzo Fernandez gets the equalising goal. But I just wanted to kind of focus on the Arsenal element of that first. I think if you told me at the beginning of the season that, especially after the Liverpool game, that we'd be 6 points clear, 20 games in, we're in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, top of the Champions League group, top of the league, I'm taking that all day long. I still think there was some, I said it in my mid-season review, that I do think there were some games that we could have probably got the 3 points from. I look at the Sunderland game in particular. Obviously, David Raya kind of headlock. I don't know what he was doing at the last minute of the game, that 2-2 draw. Obviously, the Chelsea game, Caicedo gets the red card. They go down to 10 men, and all of a sudden they even look even better, which annoyed me so much, especially when I think about, I was really annoyed about it a lot, but obviously them getting a point at Man City with 11 men, it kind of downplays it now, because obviously we still got to play Chelsea at home, and we always beat them at home anyway. I think it's been like 7 years since they've beaten us at home or something crazy. And yeah, I think Arsenal being 6 points clear, I would like to be like 10 points clear or 8 points clear, obviously, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I just want to be closer to title glory. And in terms of hard away games, most of our hard away games are done. Anfield is done. Trafford is done. Obviously, Man United is shit, but in terms of our record there, we just can't really seem to get over the line. But we won 1-0, scrappy goal, Calafiori, back post. We've played, what other hard away games have we had? Newcastle, we've got the 96th minute header from Gabriel. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other hard. I mean, Sunderland is probably this season. Sunderland is a tough game. Sunderland are unbeaten at home. They're invincible at home. The only other team that are invincible at home are Arsenal. So I'd say Sunderland away is probably another hard away game that we've got done as well. And I'm trying to think if there's any I've missed out.
Spurs Arsenal, but they're better away than home, which is funny. I mean, it's an North London derby. You never know.
Yes, for me, derbies form that goes out the window for me. It's just a derby, innit? And then in terms of hard away games left, we've obviously got the Etihad. And that's it, really. Obviously, we played Villa away. We've already lost already, but we spanked them back anyway. So we've got ban for them. And yeah, I think in terms of other than Etihad, I can't really think of any, and Spurs away, but we'll beat them at the shit bowl anyway. I can't really think of any other hard away games.
Have we got Sunderland, or did you say Sunderland?
We've played Sunderland away. We've drew 2-2. We've got them at home though. But in terms of hard away games, other than the ones I mentioned, I don't think we have any hard ones left, really. Let me just double check anyway, so you can.
Nice.
So yeah, let me just. Arsenal away games. Yeah, I think that's it, man. That's it. We haven't really got any hard away games left, really.
So what you got prediction, guys? Are you saying Arsenal winning the Premier League this year?
Yeah, I put
Arsenal winning the Premier, bro.
Yeah, I put my balls out there. I'm going to say Arsenal are winning the Premier League this year, and I'm going to say this now: we're winning the Premier League and we're winning the Carabao Cup as well.
You don't think we don't think FA?
No. Unfortunately, I'd love to do a domestic treble. I just feel like I'm actually gonna go. Before I said I've teetering between Man United and Newcastle win the FA Cup. I don't know where I was going with the Man United thing, but I'm actually going to predict Newcastle to win the FA Cup this year. I think that Voldemort striker just looks. He looks the real deal, and I think their squad looks pretty good. They haven't really got that many injuries, as far as I know. I think Tonali might be injured. I'm not sure, but other than that, I just feel like I think it's Newcastle's, man. I feel like it's got Newcastle written all over it, and I think Eddie Howe needs it as well. I think Eddie Howe needs to win a trophy this season. I think he needs to win. I think he needs to win a domestic trophy this season, man.
It looks like it. Yeah, the league form isn't good for Newcastle. That's what's surprising me.
Yeah.
Normally, when Newcastle are playing bad in the league, they always play really good in the cup anyway. That's literally how Newcastle work.
There you go. And I think their squad isn't like the biggest either. So I feel like cup competitions probably suit them more. Maybe they can scrape a fifth and get back into Champions League football next season, get the revenue, and then get like an FA Cup. And I think that'd be a really, really good season for Newcastle. And then obviously that would allow them to spend more of the billionaire money they've got.
Do you think Aston Villa will now fall off in the league after we beat them the 4-1, or do you think they'll kick on now after getting over?
No, I think they're going to bounce back, man. I think they're going to bounce back.
They did bounce back, didn't they? They beat some teams.
They beat Forest 3-1.
Yeah.
Ollie Watkins got a brace, and I can't remember who scored it. McGinn scored the third goal. So yeah, I think Villa will bounce back, man. I think the thing is they played Arsenal at home. Nobody beats Arsenal at home now, which to even say that as an Arsenal fan is so nice, man.
Yeah, literally.
Losing to us at home is not a problem. Yeah, I don't think it's something that they can kind of like be disappointed about in terms of their season, because, like I said, we've not lost at home. We've got a strong record, and I'm very, very confident that by March it might be an Arsenal-Aston Villa title race, which would be crazy, by the way.
That would be insane.
That would be insane. Could you imagine? Good evening versus bad evening.
It's been so good as an Arsenal fan to be at home and people actually come to the Emirates fearing us. It's been a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, Pep parked the bus against us. Let's not forget. He took Haaland off on the 64th.
This is what I mean.
And tried to get
talking big managers coming in and trying to park buses. It's been a very good season, bro.
Yeah, man. I want to ask you a quick question, actually. Who is your favorite for the Champions League this year?
Bro, like I said to you, I still believe, and that's my honest opinion, if this team can go on to win the Premier League, then they are in the mood to win the UCL. And now I'm going to call it now. I'll actually put my hands up and I'll put my hands on the table and say, we're going to win the UCL. If we're going to win the Premier League, we're beating people up in the UCL as well.
You know what? Honestly, if we win the Premier League, because the Champions League final is like 2 months after the Premier League finishes, right?
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. So if we're in like the semi-finals of the Champions League and we've won the Premier League, there's no reason why the players will be gassed, man. Like, we're champions of England, Let's
This
go.
is what I just think the confidence that they'll get from, finally doing it. I think they'll just feel invincible. I think they can go on to do it. If they win the Prem by early, let's say we're 9 points clear, etc., etc. If we're winning the Prem, bro, we're going on to win the UCL.
Fair enough, K, bro. Blade's got a question. How confident you guys that will take the W against Liverpool this Thursday? Score predictions. We need payback. Kads, I'll let you go first.
Where is it? Anfield?
No, it's Emirates.
No, we're the Emirates, aren't we? Now we're beating you up 3-1, bro.
Yeah. Blade's an Arsenal fan, by the way.
Yeah, sorry. We're beating up Liverpool 3-1, bro. My bad.
No worries. Kurdish?
I'm a bit more pessimistic. I'll say 2-1. I think Liverpool's always tricky, but I think we got the home advantage. Liverpool got Salah at AFCON. Isak got injured. Neither of them were in good form, so 2-1. I think we should win this one.
I'm gonna do something I've wanted to avoid because I really don't like to say like other YouTubers' names, but I'm gonna say this right now. Key Thomas, we are putting your team in a fucking pack. 4-1. I'm telling you right now. You're getting fucking packed, mate. Bro, this guy was talking stuff on his stream the other day because when Liverpool scored, Cody Gakpo got the second goal. He was talking about all the Arsenal fans are falling out of my stream. They're falling out of my stream. They're like holes at the bottom of a bucket. And then when Wilson scored that absolute screamer, this guy was talking. Let me tell you,
the tears were so tasty.
Yeah, the tears, man. They were like. When you just get a haircut and a painting looks at you from the top deck of the bus, and you're like, yeah, that's
yeah, that's me, bro.
Trust me, man. Like this guy was talking so much stuff. So I'm saying it right now. I'm gonna put my neck out there. I'm going 4-1. I think we absolutely destroy Liverpool at home.
Yeah,
destroy them. And I'm even saying it right now. Gyökeres masterclass. I'm putting my neck out there, man. Gyökeres masterclass.
I think that game depends on who scores first. I think if we score first, we're actually going to pack them in.
Yeah,
because I think that Liverpool just look mentally fragile.
I think we'll score a corner. I think I'm going to say this now: Timber corner, Gyökeres brace, and then Madueke get his first Premier League goal.
Jeez.
And Van Dijk consolation, Van Dijk corner consolation, whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ryan, I can't see you getting a clean sheet today, but I can see it. I can see we're getting 3 points.
We're
getting 3 points. 3 point.
Yeah, I don't think we stop them scoring. Just because of that's just how our games go against Liverpool. But I don't think that they beat us at all. No chance.
I think Liverpool as well. They've got so much attacking threat, not even necessarily strikers like Szoboszlai, McAllister who's at it. I don't know who's injured, who's not, but they've just always got like good attacking options. That's the thing with them. But yeah, defensively they're very fragile.
Yeah, I think everyone forgets like the way the game went before is that they got the lucky brace in terms of the free kick. Like we were beating them up in their own backyard, and then they got the lucky free kick, and then the team fell apart. I just don't see that happening again.
Yeah, and I feel like Arteta needs to not make the mistake. Like I think that game half time, Eze should have been on.
Yeah,
how Marino done 70 minutes on that field. I still to this day. Honestly, like even my ancestors are angry about that, man. I'm crying out loud, man. Sure. But you know what, Arteta? To be fair, we're 6 points clear. I'm not going to complain too much. I think it's a matter. It's about just getting the 3 points. I don't even care if it's ugly. I don't care if it's a 3-2. I don't care if it's a 5-4. Just get the 3 points and get out of there, man. You know what I'm saying? Did anyone see Rio Ferdinand say?
That's good, man.
Did anyone see Rio Ferdinand said recently Arteta would have been keen to leave Arsenal? Oh my god, this guy's my god,
that's hilarious.
God, I don't know what's wrong with why Rio Ferdinand, like Gary Neville, Rio Ferdinand, Scholes, all these ex-Man United legends think that Man United is still like this attractive job. Man United is a talent graveyard for young talent. It's a career killer and it is a manager killer. If I was a young player or a young manager, I would steer clear from. Even if they offered me 15 million a year, I would steer. I'd rather go work at Brighton and get 5 million a year, bro. I'm telling you right now, that is a career killer, bro.
It's definitely a career killer for coaches. I mean, look at all the ex like Man United coaches post Ferguson. Look at like what's his name, Ten Hag. He got sacked like in record time by Bayer Leverkusen. Solskjaer ended up in Besiktas and he did last there. So, like, I wouldn't want to be a manager and go to United. I just want the payout. That was it. That would be it. Like, oh, guys, while we're on the subject, who you think would just have fun with it? What would your next Man United manager odds be? Who do you think they would go for?
I personally
Let's
think
say hypothetically they wait till the summer, so there's more people available.
I think it's going to be one of two people. I think it will be either Nagelsmann or Southgate.
Southgate, that would be brilliant.
They will. Like, I see Southgate.
Yeah, I can see it.
I see Southgate.
Before they got Amorim, he was a favorite. He was like 3-1 or something. He was almost a favorite.
Yeah, I do see. I see Southgate.
Yeah, it could need like a PR job. Like Southgate could do the PR job, get the media on side, buy himself some time, play like really boring football, but maybe get a bit of results. You never know. But I don't know. I don't think he could do it like in domestic football and Premier League. To be honest, like maybe at the bottom end or mid-table, but being generous. But like, yeah, I mean, just the football he played with England, where he's getting out done tactically by Slovakia. I think that was just cringeworthy.
Honestly,
and then like had to get saved by Bellingham, and then everyone bitching about Bellingham. Like, this guy saved you guys from mediocrity against Slovakia. What do you want from this guy?
Honestly,
I feel like Man U have the type of players that Southgate likes to work with, bro. Like I don't think he knows what to do with that much talent, like for the England squads. And I think it's a little bit different for the Man U. I think that's where he works well.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, I think I'm just going to answer Blake's question because he said if we were Man United fans, who would you want? And I'm going to be realistic. Yeah, I just think realistically, I think it'd probably have to be Nagelsmann, man, because I wouldn't want Southgate. I would not want that fossil football anywhere near Old Trafford if I was a Man United fan. I'd want Nagelsmann. I don't think he'd be amazing, but I feel like he could get you a top four. Like he could probably bring in like a German talent. I feel like he could probably do like, maybe make a FA Cup semi-final, maybe even nick a League Cup. You never know. I do like his style of football as well. I feel like he's quite unconventional. So yeah, I think if I was a Man United fan, it'd probably be Nagelsmann for me.
I still see them, regardless who they're getting. I see them losing Bruno this summer though.
Serious? Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, that midfield needs a revamp as well. I mean, Casemiro's getting on. I do like Mainu, but he is quite slow. I don't want him to get. I want Arsenal to buy this player, but I can see them getting a. Have you heard of this? There's a player from attacking midfielder. He can play centrally, and I think he can play on the left wing as well. His name's Mendoza. He plays for Elche. He's got like a 20 million euro release clause. Tidy little player. It kind of reminds me of an Isco. Very kind of like elastic, very good passing, very good shooting. Kind of a combination between Santi Cazorla and Isco. A player that I'd really, really like at the carpet, man.
Who would you like to see come in on that left wing? Because I know that's one of the.
It's got to be for me. It's got to be the Turkish superstar Yildiz. It's got to be. It's got to be.
Yeah, Yildiz.
I don't want Rodrigo. If it's not Yildiz, my second choice would probably be Rafa Leão. Because I don't want someone who's going to track back and be defensive. I want someone who's just going to absolutely terrorize the right back. I want someone. I
wanted to see that Nico Williams when it was an option. I wanted to see that.
I don't rate him. I don't rate him. Nah.
As someone who plays classic wing football though, and is willing to take someone to the byline continuously all game long, over and over again, and keep having a go. Yeah. I just miss seeing that on the left side, like basically what Madueke is doing for us on the right. Someone who's just willing to just run at someone, regardless of the end result, always having a go at them.
Yeah, he's definitely a black winger. He's not a winger that's black. He's definitely a black winger. I'll tell you that for free. He's and that's one thing I do like about Nico Williams. But I think the reason why I don't really want him is because I think his end product is poor. That's probably what I'd say.
Before us, everyone was saying that about Madueke though, and then for us, he's come over and he's been doing pretty well.
Yeah, like I said, I was very, very against the Madueke signing. I thought I was against it for two reasons. One, because I don't want to give Chelsea money. I don't want Chelsea to get anything. I don't want Chelsea to get. Honestly, I don't want them to get anything. And it's like you think about that's the money they use to get Pedro Neto or whatever. Or whoever the hell, but the point of the matter is that I just don't want Chelsea to have anything. If we're gonna do business with Chelsea, it needs to be like we get Ashley Cole and they get Fabio Vieira. Do you know what I mean? We need to be mugging them off. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need to stop paying Premier League teams in general. To be fair,
exactly. And I'd probably say as well. Yeah. I just don't, and that's probably the other reason I don't want Madueke is because I wasn't sure about his end product. But then I realized he's only 23, so we can improve on that. So
Madueke 23.
23, bro. He's 23. He's 23.
I personally think on the left wing, the bar isn't really that high in terms of we've got Martinelli right now. So I think even Nico Williams, like, even if you're not sure about Nico Williams, I'd still take Nico Williams over Martinelli.
Yeah.
I'd have like Semenyo, so many players. Like, it's annoying me that Semenyo looks more likely to go to like Man City. I think even bloody Man United were inquiring about him. You don't hear Arsenal in the mix about like Semenyo at all.
It's so annoying. It's really, really annoying. I've heard a couple of rumors. I heard a rumor today that Rodrigo wants to leave now, and it's annoying because this is going to sound, maybe I'm being a bit snobbish, and obviously Real Madrid are the biggest club in the world, but like, why do you think you're too good for Arsenal? Now that you know you're not going to get any game time, you should have come to us in the fucking summer, man. Like, who do you think you are? You should have cut, like, we're up and flying, and you would rather rot on the bench for half a season than just come to Arsenal and be a superstar. Like, who do you think you are, man?
Especially as part of that season, you ended us bullying you 5-1 via aggregate, and you're still thinking that it don't make no sense.
Rice said to that whole squad, 3 wings and chips, ribs, orange Miranda now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of players though like find it difficult to leave Real Madrid. I think even if they're not playing well, or I mean, I'm not saying he's not playing well, but even if like they're not in it with the manager, they will cling on to Real Madrid as much as they can until they realize, okay, there's no future there. Then maybe they'll come to a different club. I remember when Ozil came from Real Madrid to Arsenal, I think it was something he fell out of the club behind the scenes. So like nobody really wants to leave Real Madrid willingly. So I wouldn't take it personally, but. Yeah, we're definitely in a better place now. We're more attractive to players. I remember we were getting rejected. Do you remember we were getting rejected by Dusan Vlahovic and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah.
Now Juventus are shite. So,
and you know the hilarious thing about Dusan Vlahovic? He's going to be. We can get him on a free in the summer.
Yeah, we wouldn't want him now. I think it's that shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't take him now unless we sold like Havertz, Jesus, and we stopped playing Marino up front and we just had him as a backup. But if we're going to get a backup striker, I want to get Mateta on a free in the summer, man.
Yeah, you know, when it comes to our transfers, I know it's like that elephant in the room. We need the trophy, bro. That's what I think. That's what it is. I think players look at Arsenal at the moment, regardless of what the project's been, because the project's been, you know, what it is now for let's say a good 6 years now.
Yeah,
without enough trophies for teams to look at us because they don't watch our league. They watch the winners of the league when it comes to players coming from abroad. And they look at us and they go, okay, they're second, but what if they won? And they go, oh, they're not winning anything. They go, oh, that team's not successful. Bro, we need to put a trophy down this season. And I think we've got so much more pulling power when it comes to the transfer window.
Yeah, exactly. I think so. But you know what, bro? Do you know who, man? If our I forgot what it's called, not PRP. If our FFP was good, and we could get like a superstar striker, I'd release his release clause. June 1st, I'd get Julian Alvarez.
100%.
Honestly, for me, I think him. If we got Yildiz and Alvarez, oh my goodness! Hey. Honestly, I would say I'd go to any away ground, any home game. I'm saying pipe 3-0. I'm not joking. Gyökeres coming off the bench, Trossard coming off the bench, because I'd sell Martinelli. I think Martinelli is rubbish. I think when you've not got space in behind him, it's not Champions League. I think he offers absolutely nothing, in my opinion. I've not rated Martinelli since 22-23, and people are still holding on to this like nostalgia of Martinelli's performances. I literally said on my fan cam the other day that before Aston Villa, Odegaard hasn't had a man of the match performance since Newcastle away 22-23 when he scored a brace. Yeah, I can't remember the last time Martinelli's had like a man of the match, oh my god, unplayable performance since 22-23.
I don't think that me personally, and I don't see him starting ahead of any of our centres, but I don't see Martinelli ever have a good performance on the left wing. Every time he does something that's respectable, for me, he's always been running through the middle, whether it be for a break or whatever, he's always going through the centre. And if we're not going to play him in the centre, we might as well just sell him.
And you know what? And I'm glad you brought that up, Kaz, because the reason why he's been able to do that is because when we play in 22-23, Jesus used to drift to the left, and they used to interchange. So he would drag defenders and allowed Martinelli to go central.
100. And I'd like to see us. I'd like to see us when we're running out of ideas, and I think it does happen against big teams when they low block us. Just swap the wings. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Just swap the wings. Why not?
Yeah. Because like even sometimes, you know.
You see that comment from Blade? Like, remember when
we were trying to get Benzema for like 5 seasons? You'd think he'd join us now if we had in our current form. Well, well, to be honest, I wouldn't want Benzema now because he's on what's called Pedo FC, man.
Well, Saudi Arabian money now.
he's in Saudi, mate, hiding. But yeah, man. Let's talk about Man City wobbling. What do you guys think? 2 draws at the start of the year. Wolves have had more points than Man City since 2026 has started.
Ouch. Now that you put it like that, ooh.
Yeah.
I don't. For me, when everyone talks about Man City's charge on us, I think they keep referring to the Man City of 3 years ago. Everyone, including smaller teams, when they go to Man City, you need to understand you're not playing that same team. They are not as solid as that last team was. There is holes. They are more fragile. They are beatable.
Yeah. And like even little things like they haven't got Laporte anymore. I think Laporte was such an underrated centre back.
Or KDB. They've not got the guy who's slicing your team from one pass anymore. They don't have that.
Even Prime Sterling got 50 GA in one season. Like Prime Sterling, Sane as well. Like I just feel like that team, like Doku. I think Doku's good. Who do they play on the right wing? Who's on the right wing?
Is it Bernardo Silva? Still or no?
Bernardo Silva. He's a centre midfielder, man. He's not a winger, isn't it? Yeah, he's right. Like he plays on the wing, but he's. I mean,
he gets eaten alive by a good left back, bro.
Yeah, bro. Even by a marginal centre left back, in my opinion. I think
he's starting now. So a certain amount of time before they'll try to move him on, or he'll go to Saudi or something.
Yeah, they don't play Savinho enough on the right. He's holding bench. And what's happened to Marmoush as well? Marmoush can't even. Well, obviously he's not going to start against ahead of Haaland, but I thought so. I think we should have got Marmoush, man. Fuck.
Is Rodri still injured? I've not really watched Man City this season. You know that.
I think he's sort of just come back. Yeah.
I think he's just come back. Yeah, he's just come back. Yeah, he's just come back.
When you're out that long, I think it's going to be difficult to kind of get back in and get that same momentum.
Because when they lose him, it's like us losing Rice, right? They just look different, bro. The team looks different.
Honestly, I was saying in my post-match reaction in the first half of the Aston Villa we played without Rice? Yeah. The first half of the Aston Villa game, we looked like Body Blue, bro. We looked like the last guy in the queue for Body Blue, man. We was just open, fam. It was terrible.
Yeah, trust me.
Who do you guys think are the best City players like now? Obviously, Haaland's number one, but then Phil Foden's a bit up and down.
I'd say Haaland.
Their keeper, bro.
Yeah, Donnarumma.
Oh my god, yeah, the keeper is actually up there with Haaland in terms of importance. The keeper's got so many jabs.
He saved their ass hard.
I'd say Cherky as well, and I'll probably say Reinders. I'd probably say Reinders.
Yeah,
Reinders is solid. Reinders is solid. And
Doku's playing really well.
Yeah, I'd probably say honourable mention. I'd probably say, what's his name? Gardeval? Josco? The left back?
Gvardiol,
the
Croatian guy, yeah. I think get mixed up because sound like Guardiola.
I think he offers a lot. I think he's a goal scoring threat. He scored a lot of goals last season. I think his versatility of being able to play centre back and left back. And I just think he's a leader. I think he's strong. I think he's a really, really strong player. And I think without him, that defense would be Bonnie Blue settings as well.
Trust me. And as we all know, when Haaland got injured, what was it for like 3 games? The Man City can't score, bro.
Honestly, if Haaland gets injured, Man City are out the title race.
Yeah,
simple.
100%.
Yeah, they would be really screwed right now because Marmoush is away at AFCON as well.
Yeah, he's at AFCON as well, so they wouldn't even. They'd have to play what? Bernardo Silva up front.
Yeah. Now a lot of Premier League teams have been really screwed over by AFCON because, like Man United, like Ahmad and having Mbeumo gone in AFCON, they're really struggling. Like it looked terrible. I think that 1-1 against Leeds was like actually really good for them because they didn't have those players. Like I was like, oh, it's not even bad. What's
like our glory years when we used to lose so many players to AFCON, bro. That was pain.
Mate. Yeah, and you know who suffers from AFCON as well? Sunderland. I was really worried about them playing City because I was like, bro, half their players have gone to AFCON, man.
Yeah, and they held it down as well, didn't they? Well, they lost. What was it? It was 5 or 6 first team players.
Yeah,
bro, that's ridiculous.
I was quite surprised with Chelsea, like drawing at City, like with caretaker manager. But hey, I guess like you guys saying, they ain't the same City we know, but they can still be a threat. And 6 points is great, but
did you see when they put that the graphic up of that geezer? It's like it was like he has had 1 game played, and then it was next to Pep Guardiola, and Pep Guardiola had like 1,000 and something games, and they actually put that graphic up on during the game. Ridiculous.
That's crazy. What do you guys think? Blade's asking, do you think Raya's on the same level as Donnarumma? I'd say personally no.
No, same word. Is Raya even first choice goalkeeper for Spain?
Yes, I think he is.
Does he know? Because it was
last international he didn't play, did he? Who were they playing? Because it wasn't
Unai Simon from Athletic Bilbao. I don't know why Spain do this, but they hate Arsenal players. Like, remember when Cesc used to play for us? Like, he never start for Spain. When he left Barcelona, he started playing for Spain and starting 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cesc, unfortunately for Cesc, he came at a very bad time in terms of who Spain were playing in the centre at that time.
Xavi and Xavi, or not even Xavi, Iniesta and Xavi.
They were like, Cesc they're understudies, and they just wouldn't stop playing. They just kept going. Yeah. So he never really got his shot to just take over.
Yeah, Spain's starting keeper is Unai Simon. So, yeah.
It's a bit of a weird one. They just don't like Arsenal players. Remember, even
I'm bad. Listen, let our players stay on the bench. I don't care, man. I don't want anyone to get
injured. Without injury record, keep him on the bench. Yeah. Heck, don't let him travel. You might get injured on the bench somehow.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, to answer Blade's question, I'd probably say no, only due to as good as Raya is, I do think that our 2 centre-backs make him look even better than he actually is. Like a lot of our defense and our clean sheets come from those 2 absolute soldiers at the back, bro.
Oh, but come on, bro! You got to give some of the world class saves Ray has been making recently. I know he didn't get the clean sheet, but do you remember the Aston Villa save? That was fucking insane. That was insane.
Like I say, that's what I mean. Don't get me wrong. His last, what was it, five games? He's made some ridiculous saves. But I'd say overall for the season, I think that Donnarumma comes across a lot more solid, more regularly. But he sustains more attack due to their defense not being as good as ours. That's what I think.
Fair. I kind of feel sorry for Ryan because I feel like if he wasn't 6 foot and he was 6'5", he'd be so much better.
It'd be insane, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I think Donnarumma's the best in goalkeeper in the world. It's not even close. He's better than everyone, in my opinion.
Yeah. Better than
I think the only one that come close to him is probably Alisson and maybe Ryan now, but I can't think of any. Yeah. That's because I watch Premier League. I can't comment on any players in foreign leagues. Obviously, Neuer's getting on, but
or Black is getting on.
Yeah.
Do you know who I do rate? I do rate the Porto keeper, Diego Costa. I think he's he's up next. I think he's up next. I think he's really, really good. When we played Porto in the Champions League a couple of seasons ago, I was like, we should. I think this was before we got Raya. Actually, I was like, we should probably go and get him. Actually, he looks like a solid little keeper, man.
But Raya does give me De Gea vibes, like the reflexive saves that Raya does. I can't see Donnarumma doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Each goalkeeper's I think got their own unique strength. I think obviously Donnarumma's probably more. Yeah, he's more accomplished, isn't it? Because he's won the Champions League with PSG. He's been part of that team. He's even won Euros with a shitty Italy team. So
his overall game is very good, but you see Raya, that the way that guy gets up off the floor after a save, that he's just so quick, and that is due to him being a smaller keeper.
Yeah, he's kind of an underdog, isn't it? Because he has kind of got short stature for I suppose a goalkeeper. Because normally goalkeepers are giants. It's a bit like the NBA. You will see a player like Steve Nash, 6'3", and you think he's a midget. It's hold up, this guy's a fucking 6'3". He's actually quite tall.
You notice it on pens how much smaller Raya is to other keepers when you see he doesn't look as big in the goal.
Yeah, it's crazy
as everyone else does.
Yeah, so I feel for him because he does feel like it's like an underdog, isn't it? Because where did we get him from again? Was it Brentford?
Yeah,
it's mad. And I feel for him as well because I feel like he should be Spain #1. I mean, but it's a weird thing. I think hopefully we win the title, like Arsenal win a title, so we start getting on the dues and respect we deserve. Because I feel like Is it just me? But like Semenyo or Isak or like these players, when they're thinking of going to a top Premier League team, like even Real Madrid, like Vinicius or whoever, I think in their head they think Man City or Liverpool just because they've won titles in the past. But
That's what I was saying when it comes to the transfer power, bro.
Yeah. Hopefully, we have
that trophy pedigree that we just don't. We need a couple trophies in the cabinet, and then people start.
When we win the Premier League this season, go get Alvarez, go get Yildiz, and say, listen, get rid of the deadwood, yeah, and let's start winning trophies season in, season out. Even if we don't win the title every season, let's pick up the FA Cup every other season, every season. Pick up the League Cup, pick up the Champions League, picking up a trophy every fucking season. Because I'm not being funny, man. Like I've been an Arsenal fan since the 1st of October 1996. I've been an Arsenal fan for 30 fucking years now. I deserve domination. I deserve domination.
I'm there with you, bro. I'm there.
You get crocodile tears, a crocodile skin from all the crying. It's just stuff. I was like an Arsenal fan before. Even
better than Donnarumma. I disagree. I disagree with that. He says that Courtois is better than Donnarumma. I disagree with that.
What? Just because he plays for him? Good. Courtois is like quality, like I think back in the day as well. He's getting he's a bit older, but for goalkeepers, they can play well into their 30s.
Yeah, I don't think he can say Courtois better because Real Madrid have been leaking goals, man.
Yeah. I think he's not at his peak, to be fair, Courtois, but when he's at his peak, I'd say he's in the conversation one of the best.
Yeah. Like, you know what? When I think of a real crazy Courtois performance is when they played Liverpool in the Champions League and he just made so many crazy saves, man. So many crazy saves.
Agreed.
Blade says top 5 goalkeepers of all time.
Oh, that's a good debate.
Buffon, let's put it out there straight away, please.
Yeah,
put some respect in that guy's name. Yeah,
that's one of mine as well.
Prime Neuer.
Yep.
Casillas.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Gotta be. For me, I don't know if you guys know this level of ball, but Yashin for me, only goalkeeper to win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
He had an award named after him, so you got to give him
the Yashin. The Spider Trophy. Yeah, the Spider.
Schmeichel
and
Peter Schmeichel.
Peter Cech for me.
Checky, yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah, Peter Cech for me. He's got the clean sheet record as well in the Premier League, by the way, by like 30 clean sheets as well. It's not even close.
Yeah, and he started the trend as well, wore that sort of head thing, which I don't think anyone else followed, but we'll call that trend.
What was that? Was that the 04 Chelsea team, that clean sheet record?
04, 05.
04, 05,
yeah. Oh, AFC. Big up to AFC. Madueke needs to take shooting lessons from Saka. Saka needs to take dribbling lessons from Madueke. Bro, brilliant. That's absolute facts.
Straight facts.
We put that together. They'll be the perfect winger, the best winger in the world. That's what they need. Learn from each other.
They need the Patara earrings from Dragon Ball Z, man.
You know, man knows ball.
You got me super Vegito. Trust me.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It's funny AFC says that because I was saying the other day to my friends in my group chat, I was saying, if Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli did the fusion dance, imagine Trossard's tech with Martinelli's pace, man.
Wow, honestly,
and then you mix the ages together. So if you mix them together, it'll probably be like 26, 27. Bro.
Yeah, just Trossard with a few extra yards of pace. I'll just take that player.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if only he could just share the IQ with Martinelli, so he doesn't look like a headless chicken running down that wing all the time. That might be great.
Mate, how can you be a Premier League player? When we were playing ball, bro, the first thing your manager is telling you is look up, bro. Like the geezer's playing in a Prem and still doesn't look up. It's mad.
No.
Blade, I know you're trolling saying that we should get Sterling back on the left wing, but I don't know if you know this. Actually, Fabrizio Romano actually confirmed this morning that we're actually getting him back on loan.
Who? Sterling? Get out of here.
Yeah. Raheem Sterling to join Arsenal. Here we go.
I believe you for a second. Get me out. Yeah. Just hear the voice. And you believe it. Got the same birthday as Fabrizio Romano. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was expecting him to announce Sarge as the next Man United manager, the way he's been quiet. But yeah, you know, it'd be funny.
Do you think it'll be a
Emery.
head coach, or do you think they're just going to get an interim?
Or I think they'll. I don't know. You know, I think what they're going to do this season, they're going to stick to the interim, and then in the summer they'll get someone proper, because they made a complete mess about it with the Amorim thing. They went all the way to to get this Amorim guy, and like mid-season, he didn't want to come mid-season. Like they went backwards, and then lost Champions League football. They spent 200 million on this guy, and now it's like he's complaining, saying he's not getting the backing and everything. I mean, we want more backing, more money. But yeah, he didn't get them Champions League football. Like, you know, the club needs to, you know, how are we going to attract players and splash more? It's difficult.
I don't know.
We've
I
got
don't
like
know how
Spurs.
you ruin a guy who came from the team that he came from, with the team that he had, and did what he did with that team, and you ruin him. Like, there is something seriously wrong going on in that club right now.
I mean, even Ten Hag, people were talking about Ajax, and I never believed it. They were saying Ajax is like potentially a Champions League contender, which is rubbish. But, you know, they were really hyping up that Ajax team that Ten Hag built. You know, I know it's a different league, inferior league by far, but, you know, like Ten Hag now just gets sacked immediately at Bayer Leverkusen. Something's not right. Every time that club gets managers, it breaks their spirits. Like players, they survive, but the managers, it literally seems to break their spirit. Like Mourinho ain't been the same since he's like lost the touch since he went to United.
Yeah,
Like,
I told you that place is a talent killer, man. It just ruins
went
it.
from fucking Fenerbahce to Benfica now, and
Bro, if you're like even if you're looking at like someone who's young and recently successful, and then transfer to them, and you're like, is this the same player? Let's talk Sesko, bro.
1 second, guys. Go on. I'm coming back in two seconds.
Like, arguably, Sesko was one of the most exciting prospects for a forward coming into this year and out of last season, sorry, and then suddenly in Man United he seems to be struggling hard. I know it's rich coming from us, and we got Gyökeres, but Gyökeres is doing a different job as well for us at least.
Exactly. And to be fair, we were linked with Sesko, I think, before we were linked with Gyökeres. I think people thought Gyökeres was going to go United and Sesko was going to come to us. And I think, it ended up going the other way. But I feel for him because, like, it just seems anyone who comes to United, like, they just get dragged down. Unless, like, they're not really that hyped about, like, Amad Diallo. I think he kind of flew under the radar, so he's kind of doing okay. But I think Sesko came with a big reputation, comes to United, and it's not really the best environment for a young player. You've got managers getting sacked. You got like, you know what I mean, all these different formations that they're trying to chop and change all the time. You know, it's just not the ideal environment for him. I think it's a risk he could take in his career. Gyökeres was smart. He said, "I know I played with you in Sporting Amorim. I'm not going to go to Man United. I'm 20. How old is he now? He's like 28, 29.
20. What? Gyökeres is 27.
Yeah, 27. Yeah, so like he's got like probably a few more years to hit its peak. Then his legs gonna probably not gonna be as fast as before. So he knows like he needs to hit the ground running now. He can't go to Man United, be part of some pet project, be part of a team that's not even Europa League football."
That was a weird one for me because before the transfers happened, I actually genuinely did feel that Sesko as a player and how he plays in his game fit us better than the Gyökeres deal. Like before it happened. Like, I'm happy with what I'm seeing from Gyökeres now, when now it's all said and done. But Sesko was the tall player who could control the ball light on his feet and could be a bully. Do you know what I mean? And then we got
Sesko's tech. Honestly, we'd have a player on like probably a peg below Haaland.
Yeah, exactly.
Sesko has really good tech for someone who's 6'5", man.
This is what I'm saying. He's a tall player who's just really good with the ball at his feet, and I thought that's what we were going for. And we like switched up last second, I feel.
Yeah, I think someone made a good comment. They said something like, Amorim. Oh, what I saw. Off the back of what we've seen so far, probably not. But neither of them have really set the Premier League alight yet. But Benjamin Sesko hasn't been the best for United. So I would say no, just because bet the devil you know right now. And I think Gyökeres seems to be the one people are more enthusiastic about. His record in Sporting was really good. I know Portuguese league, but it was something to be kind of excited about.
For me, Gyökeres.
Yeah, trust me. Right now, no, absolutely not. But before,
I'm telling you,
let's say a year ago, I would have said Sesko. But right now, absolutely not.
Yeah, that's a good comment by AFC. I was going to say, like, Amorim basically asking to get sacked. Like, he goes to a press conference and he's like, they promised me to be the manager, but I'm the head coach and all this stuff. And this person, that person needs to do a job, and I'm here for 18 months, then we probably go our own way or whatever. That's just really weird. And especially when Ratcliffe was saying he's going to be there for 3 years. It just sounds, the whole press thing is quite bizarre. I think he just did that on purpose, definitely.
That guy said everything except directly say, sack me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he said as much as he could to literally get sacked.
Yeah, it's just like basically torture for him, basically. He was going to be at a club at this board that wouldn't like give him what he wants. It's a slow death for him, basically. He wants to play.
He'll have a fire season, though, afterwards, I see it. Sorry, brother.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah, he'll have a fire season. He's the one manager I could say he'll probably have a fire season after getting out of that place. I reckon he was in and out fast enough.
I agree. Flops of the season so far, lads. Kurdish, you want to kick this one off?
Flops of the season, like we're talking about. Oh, Wirtz. Oh, wow, that's a bit harsh. Oof.
Didn't Wirtz just score this weekend? Just now.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go Isak.
Isak,
a bit harsh. Isak, but harsh. But like I think with Wirtz, I think like he's not really scoring, but he's offering other things to the team. He's creating.
Yeah, man. I'll say Isak purely based on the amount of noise the guy created, who he thought he was before he went, and then what he did when he actually got there. That's why I would say Isak.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. It's a bit generic, but I'm gonna go Isak as well. Just because of the price tag, he already has Premier League experience. The noise around him from Liverpool fans. But one that's like a little bit under the radar that no one's probably going to mention. I'm probably actually going to say Anthony Elanga. I think he's absolutely been terrible at Newcastle. I think his impact is almost abysmal.
I'm going to say someone else actually, but you guys are going to completely disagree with me. I'm going to go Jack Grealish, Everton. 18 games, 2 goals. 18 games, 2 goals. But because the guy's English, because the guy's certain demographic, nobody's saying shit. He gets his mate to the strip club, it's no scandal. Rashford did the stuff, they'd be like piling on the guy. Raheem Sterling did the stuff.
That's a shout, you know.
They'd be piling on the guy. I like Grealish, seems like a nice guy, but I'm sorry, mate. It's 18 games, 2 goals. You're a winger. You were 100 million for Man City. Now you're at Everton. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah. If I speak big trouble, I prefer not to speak.
Yeah, that's a shout.
I know it's Everton as well. It doesn't really help your stats when you're at Everton, but still, I mean, 2 goals, 18 games, 17 games.
Let's be real. It's like, I mean, Rashford went and started doing bits at Aston Villa, so why not, bro? Everton or not?
Yeah. This is a bit of a random one. Would you on a free, would you take Rashford?
Yes.
Right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would.
I was saying this to Sarge. I was saying it to Sarge. I said Rashford, and Sarge was like, no. And then he went to Barcelona and started doing the madness. Rashford, I love that player.
I think Rashford would absolutely cook in this team, man.
I love that player,
bro. Off the left, he would absolutely cook in this team, bro. Honestly, Rashe, I think he would cook in this team.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I agree, man. I love that guy, bro.
Yeah. Imagine we get him, and we win the Premier League again next season, and he dunks on Man United. Just him doing the flipping.
We need to see that, bro. After that Van Persie pain, we need to see something like that,
bro. I'd love to see Rashford at the carpet, man. I'd love it. It'd be absolute cinema, bro.
Yeah, Rashford, good guy, just wrong club for him, like Man United. I think wrong club for most players, to be honest. You can't carry a whole team. It's a team sport at the end of the day. You're asking too much. You want him to just drag them out of the mud all the time. It's just such a circus of a club right now. I think Unai Emery, like, he's done great with Aston Villa and stuff, like, and it's good because they're like under the radar because they're a top 6 clubs, so they're already exceeding expectations. So he goes to Villa, he does, a good job there. That's a perfect environment for him. To take him away from all the noise, all that circus, he's a good player.
Yeah, Man United scapegoated that guy for like 3 years.
That's a good shout. For the flops of the season, somebody, Doctor said Wissa as well. Or he's saying that Wissa would be good at Arsenal because I don't know. Wissa's been injured this year. I don't know which one he's saying, but I'm going to play devil's advocate. I think a fit Wissa gets you 15 Premier League goals, mate. In my opinion, I think Wissa's he's one of the few players, one of the few bald players I actually like. Sorry, hair supremacy, you know. But in terms of being a flop this season, I think it's been a bit harsh because he's been injured for a lot of the season, and I think he's got a couple of goals. He's acclimatizing, and I think I think he's a good. I think he's a really good player. I'd take him. I'd take him.
Yeah, definitely top three boldies with Mateta and Mbeumo for sure. Yeah, he's a good player.
Mateta, Wissa and Mbeumo. Definitely,
yeah,
definitely, man.
That's like your front three. That'd be funny.
Football player, bro. Yeah, I'm taking Mateta as backup striker, Alvarez as main. Boy, I'm taking that all day long. Yeah. Off the left, Wissa as a backup, and Yildiz as the main. Mate, I'm telling you right now, that's the level I want to get to. Elite. I want to be elite in every freaking position. I want Mendoza. I want another centre mid as well. Listen, if Chelsea don't start winning trophies, go take Caicedo, bro. Go take him. This is the level I want to get to. I want to be rude.
When Arsenal come knocking, people leave. That's where you want to be, in it.
That's where I want to be. I want to be in a position where we've got two quality players in every freaking single position, and then we've got Wanyeri, Dalman, and we've got Lewis Skelly. Bro, I want to be in a position where we can go for all 4 trophies every season.
I think it's going to be hard to keep Wanyeri if we don't put him on loan or something, you know.
Yeah, I think he's going on loan, to be honest.
He has to, otherwise we lose him. I think
he kind of dodged the question about Wanyeri, but I think it's time for him to go on loan, to be honest. Guys, if we win the league, Champions League or both, would you still want to see new players? Absolutely. Of course. You build from a position of strength, bro. If we're the champions of Europe and we're the English Premier League winners, that means everybody bar like Haaland, Mbappe, and Kane want to come to us, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's like we were saying earlier, Blade, about transfer power. As soon as them trophies hit the cabinet, bro, the transfer window looks very, very different and a lot more attractive to foreign players as well when it comes to Arsenal as a club.
Yeah, and I think in Arteta's, to be honest, Arteta, like the sort of reputation we gained in terms of not being a team that wins stuff, not having that winner mentality unless, we win a trophy like it's an FA Cup, I think hasn't helped. And that's been a challenge in terms of changing the mindset and the mentality of the club. And you can see now in terms of games grinding out results when we have a lot of injuries and, consistently finishing second and sort of in the title race. I've seen it in progress, like where we've gotten like towards the end of the season, we've been in the title race a lot, not necessarily so much last season, but it's been better, I think. So that's why I think it's important time. I think I would love us to win everything, but I think the Premier League is most realistic. But yeah, Champions League would be great. I'm fed up with Chelsea fans singing, Champions of Europe, we know who we are. Yeah,
this is what I mean. I need songs like that to end, bro. I need all that to be done.
Get out of here, you guys bought with Russian money, man. Nobody where's the greatness of that?
They're so low right now. They're talking about the World Cup or whatever it was.
Club World Cup.
The Club World Cup.
Was it, the Club World Cup. Bro, shut up, man.
Mate, it's an overhyped friendly, fam. That's all it is, man. It's an overhyped friendly.
I'm like, well done. You won a charity.
If you're weak with it, it's an overhyped friendly.
It's a charity shield, bro.
Golden charity shield, mate.
Charity shield. I think PSG were too tired at the end. They just won the first Champions League in their entire history, and you want them to play again. Leave these guys alone.
Champions of Europe, you'll never think
trust me, Blade. That needs to end.
Bro, that needs to end. By the time I have a child, male or female, my child cannot be coming to the Emirates and hearing that nonsense, fam.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Nottingham Forest can sing that to us. Nottingham Forest, bro. Bro, yeah, that's crazy. Even though they don't speak English, if they could, Sparta Belgrade can sing that, bro. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. The silence, bro, it hurts, man.
Benfica, Porto,
Aston Villa, can sing that to us. Porto can sing that.
Is it Monaco? They won it? No, they haven't.
Celtic can sing that to us.
You can sing that to us. Well, I'm trying to think of Benfica, not Sporting, Porto. Yeah, even Porto, they won it twice, which is weird. I thought they won it once.
No, they've won it twice, man. One with Jose Mourinho.
Won it twice. They won it in the 80s as well.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think who else won, which is really random, who won the Aston Villa and Forest, isn't they won it when it wasn't like the Champions League? It was something
Yeah, they
else.
won it when it was the European Cup. Yeah.
That's,
and
that's the only reason I feel a little bit more, but
old.
that's just my personal vendetta. It's the only reason I feel a little bit more for the
Bro,
Champions League than the Prem.
Feyenoord can sing it to us, bro. Feyenoord.
Fuck's sake. Terrible. It's terrible.
PSV can sing it to us.
PSV. Get out to it. Ajax, damn it. Too many teams.
Hey, do you guys know what team this is? Hold on, let me share my screen because I don't even know what team this is, man. Honestly, I don't even know what team this is, bro. Honestly, I don't know what team this is.
It's going to be viral. It's going to go on the club website. They're like, somebody knows who we are now. They made them famous.
You guys know what team that is in 1986? You know what team that is?
Is that Hamburg?
Is it Hamburg?
Is that shitty diamond thing?
No, that's Hamburg. 1983. That's Hamburg. But what's the 1986 one?
I can't see it. I'm looking like proper. Let me see again. I'm literally zooming my forehead in.
Can you see?
86? Oh, I know what it is. I know. Pub quiz. That's Stour Bucharest.
Oh.
That's fucked up, isn't it? They changed the logo. It used to look sick, but that Stour looks really shit. The old logo looked cool. Yeah, Stour Bucharest. Okay. Shout out to all the Romanians in the chat if you're here. We love you, Stour Bucharest. We don't like Dinamo Bucharest. George Hagi over Adrian Mutu all day long.
Oh, no, sorry. Adrian Mutu over George Hagi all day, bro. My cocaine.
Chelsea and he played good.
I used to have that cocaine fiend on my Master League when I used to play Pro Evolution in 2006, bro. I used to have Adrian Mutu. Him and Drogba were up front for my team. So Adrian Mutu has always got a special place in my heart, bro.
Remember when he was at Fiorentina and he cooked down there? That was sick.
Yeah, he was such a cocaine fiend, man.
Do you remember the good times? The Calciopoli scandal that set the merry-go-round of transfers. Ibrahimovic and Bielsa to Inter, that was some crazy domino effect. Fabio Cannavaro went to Real Madrid because of that. Only players stayed at Juventus like Buffon and what's his name, Del Piero. Everyone else left. Even Trezeguet was I think stuck, but that was about it. And they were second division. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna wrap up in a minute. But I've got a question before we wrap up. Yeah. I want to go ask this question to do the last topic, and then we'll wrap up. Yeah. Would you rather win the Champions League and a Carabao Cup or a domestic treble? So that means FA Cup, League Cup, Premier League, or Champions League and Carabao Cup.
For me, Champions League over everything because European champions, you're the best team in the world. For me, that's like champions of the world in domestic football. Fuck the Club World Cup. European football's top. You top Europe, and we've never achieved it in our history.
I've just thought purely out of history. As much as I do, I'm like you. I do want to win the Prem just because it's just been too long. But for the history of the club and to be able to be a part of that, bro, it has to be UCL, bro. I want to go down there. I want to get on a bus, bro.
I was going to be controversial and say domestic treble because I'd love to just win 3 trophies. I'd want to see my captain's armpits 3 times. I'd love to see that, but just to see a star above the Arsenal badge would just be so yummy, bro. Bro, imagine that star above the badge, man. Fuck.
I know for a fact that if we win, even if we win the Prem this year, people are still going to chat. But if we won the UCL, they would just be that's it.
Bro, you know if Arsenal won, the Champions League. Imagine if we won the Premier League and the Champions League this season. Twitter would break. Twitter would break.
Yeah.
If you log into Twitter, it'd literally be 404 server error. It would literally break.
Yeah.
We would be, I'm not joking, I'm telling you right now, we'll look in the camera when I say this. I would be the most unbearable prick of all time. You would not be able to chat to me. Only one Champions League, but it's one Champions League too many. I'll tell you that for free.
Trust me. They would, mate, they would, we would be the most hated club.
Would you say, guys?
No, I said I believe that because I've seen you after North London derby when we win and you do lose your shit. So I can see you going crazy.
I spanned my t-shirt around, had the Eze. I was doing this, bro. I give it. But I can take it as well. I can take it.
Bro,
that's why Sarge is disappointing because he should be here right now. He should be here taking his licks, man.
Sarge don't want to hold none of that,
I
bro.
don't want to hold
I
no
think
court.
when he returns, I think internet will break. I think, and we probably will be announced as the next United boss. God
The
forbid.
second he drops points, the second we drop points, he's going to all of a sudden come out the woodwork. If
Yeah,
Man
he
United win
will
their next
be there.
game, if Man United win their next game and Liverpool beat us, he's going to come out the woodwork. I'm telling you.
It's just if Liverpool beat us, he'll be there. Like if as soon as we lose, as soon as we slip up, he'll be there, man.
It's like that guy, like he's waiting for you to slip up, like he'll find you, he'll you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's just safe, but
Is the ex checking your ex Instagram story to see if you're up yet?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
But yeah, and just one last topic before I wrap up the stream. Aston Villa, dark horses. What do you guys think for the title race?
I feel simply because of squad depth and depending on how far they go in the cups, I see them falling off in the last quarter of the season.
Okay, interesting.
Right. Yeah, I see them third place. I think City is our only threat in the Premier League. I think Villa, just because they're punching above their weight. Like to me, they're still not a top 6 club, like in terms of brand, but like in terms of performance, they're a good team. I think third place, fourth place, you never know in this league, but I think City are only real challengers. I think
I do see Villa taking points off of people all season round though, all the way to the end.
Yeah, they're
taking points from big teams.
And I'm glad it's not us because we played them twice now. So listen, Villa, you can win the rest of your games of the season for as I can. Well, actually, not the rest in case we drop points, but maybe like 80% of your games you can win as long as they're against like City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and I don't really care about the rest.
Yeah, sure.
It's a hard place to go right now, man.
Would you say Watkins is as important for Villa as Harden is for City? No. I would say yes. Do you know the reason why I would say yes? Because they haven't got Duran anymore. So if Watkins goes down, who do they play up front?
That's a good question.
Do you not think is it Rodgers? Am I thinking of the right team?
Morgan Rodgers.
Morgan Rodgers.
Yeah.
I think
that's a harder loss for them.
Daniel Malin.
Oh yeah. That Mullen guy's pretty good actually. I forgot about him.
Yeah, I got to respect him. A fellow ex-Arsenal player as well.
Yeah. Oh God. I hate it.
Back in the day.
Unless I don't play in the Premier League, I don't have time for ex-Arsenal players, man.
Trust me.
Yeah, I think
that's why big up Fulham on that point. Big up Fulham, bro.
Yeah, because that's basically Arsenal's B team, mate. Iwobi, Bro, Bayern Leno. We need to give them Fabio Vieira and Zinchenko, mate.
It's like Nketiah, Willock. Yeah, Willock's at Newcastle. Nketiah's at Palace, isn't it?
As that guy, I swear he still hasn't scored this season, is he? Nketiah?
Yeah, I think you're right.
No, Nketiah scored against Liverpool. He scored the winning goal against Liverpool this season. Remember?
Oh.
Did he?
Do you guys not remember? He scored the winning goal against Liverpool this season when Liverpool went to Palace.
That's his only goal of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. He did us proud then. I've got to watch that on YouTube.
I think for me, like you guys kind of said, I think Villa's squad is too thin to be a long-term threat. I think they'll fall off March, maybe April, but I think their squad's too thin, especially in the Champions League as well. If there's in the Europa League, then maybe. But yeah, I think their squad's too thin.
Too big an
fun fact as well, if we beat Liverpool on Thursday, we'll be 17 points clear of Liverpool, by the way. So I think if we beat Liverpool, then that means that they're completely out of the title race. I mean, I don't think they're in the title race anyway, but I'm seeing some T. Thomas. I'm seeing some deluded Liverpool fans saying that if a couple of things go our way, we can get back in the title race. AGT. So yeah, I think Aston Villa are they're gonna do bits. I think they're actually gonna end up doing bits for us because I think they still have to play Man City again away. They have to play Chelsea again, I think. So I think they might end up doing some bits for us. And but yeah, I wish them luck for the rest of the season. To be honest, once we're like 10 points clear and we're game week 50, you know.
I really would love for us to be the nail in Liverpool's coffin on Thursday, though, simply because they were unbearable to us last year.
Loads of deluded Liverpool fans, mate. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Liverpool. I saw a Liverpool fan today on Twitter, not on Twitter, on YouTube today, is basically saying that, you know, this was obviously a couple of months ago. So, you know, if a couple of things go away, we win every game, we get to the Emirates and we're like 6 points behind Arsenal, we beat them, but then we can be right back in it. Yeah, you're 14 points behind, mate. AGT. So yeah, I think once we beat Liverpool on Thursday, I think Liverpool are probably looking at trying to get Europa League football at that point, because I think they're too inconsistent. I can't even see them. I can see them probably finishing 5th or 6th. I mean, 5th gets you Champions League now, so they're probably just about get Champions League, in my opinion.
Yeah, and
Isak's out for the rest of the season as well now with a broken leg, so they haven't even got. If Ekitike dips in form or goes down injured as well. Or they can play Gakpo up front, actually. To be honest, their firepower is actually dirty, actually. Liverpool have actually got a dirty attack, man. When you think about it.
It's just their midfield that's a shambles. They lose every single midfield battle they play in, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like their midfielders want to be strikers, like, because they'll pop up with some crazy goal.
Exactly that.
Like fucking McAllister and what's the guy? Szoboszlai. They'll just score goals wherever they're playing. And then freaking Chiesa, it's not even that bad. They don't even give him a sniff.
Honestly, I don't know why they don't play him. But guys, gonna wrap things up there. Good stream, guys. Yeah, hour and a half. Good stream. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Give some love to Kurdish. Give some love to Cads. First time on the channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for my morning stream. I'm gonna start streaming in the mornings, probably around about 10 a.m. GMT time. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.
Big up, Doc.
Cheers. Yeah.